Okay, so we're going to talk about the Taj Mahal, but probably not the way you're used to thinking about it. Because beyond that beautiful, perfect picture everyone knows, there's a story with entire chapters that have been, well, literally sealed shut. Let's get into it.
We've all heard this story, right? It's the ultimate symbol of eternal love, this flawless masterpiece that people have admired for hundreds of years. That's the official version, the one everyone knows and loves.
But what if that perfect romantic story isn't the full story? What if there's something more hiding in plain sight? To really get the mystery, you have to understand the legend first. So let's start with what we all agree on, the Taj Mahal as this incredible 17th century icon of love.
So, here's the official rundown. It's a massive white marble mausoleum. It was built back in the 1600s by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, and he built it for his absolute favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal, after she died. The whole point, as we're told, is this epic story of love and loss. And honestly, it's no surprise that millions of people visit it every single year. I mean, they come for that perfect symmetry, the incredible beauty. It's just breathtaking. But what almost nobody realizes is what's hidden right there, just underneath their feet. And that's where things get really interesting. We're going to leave the part everyone sees and step into a hidden world, the sealed rooms down below. See, way down in the foundations, in the lower levels of the Taj Mahal, there's a whole section of the building that's completely sealed off. It's an area that has been untouched, unseen by pretty much anyone, and for the most part, totally unexplained. And I don't just mean there's a velvet rope. No, no. These rooms are sealed up with actual bricks. They are secured by locked doors, you can't get in, there are no tours. Behind those walls, there is nothing but silence. Which, of course, brings up the one huge question. Why? Why would you go to all that trouble to hide away parts of one of the most famous, most visited buildings on the entire planet? You know how it is. When there's a vacuum of information, a big secret, speculation just rushes right in to fill it. And that brings us to all the whispers and theories that have been floating around for years. And some of the theories are just wild. One idea is that the rooms are hiding undiscovered Mughal treasures. I mean, these guys were unbelievably wealthy. Another is that they hold historical artifacts that could totally rewrite history. And then there's the big one, the most controversial idea, that they hold evidence of another building that was there before the Taj Mahal was ever even built. Okay, but before we get too carried away, we have to ground ourselves a little bit. Because as cool as all that sounds, historians and experts are very quick to say, look, there is absolutely zero verified evidence to back any of this up. So if it's not buried treasure or some huge secret, what's the official reason? Well, it's a lot more practical. It really just comes down to a choice: conservation over curiosity. So here you have the two sides of the coin. On one side, you've got all these amazing theories about hidden treasures and lost history. And on the other, you have the official, much more, well, boring reason. They sealed the rooms to protect the whole building from falling apart. And the official logic is actually pretty sound when you break it down. First, if you open those rooms up, you let in humidity, which could be a total disaster for the old materials. Second, you have to avoid damage from just people, wear and tear. And third, sealing them is kind of like hitting a pause button. It helps stop the slow decay of time in a really fragile area. But even with a totally logical explanation, the mystery doesn't just vanish, does it? It just kind of sits there, right in plain sight, and it's all powered by one simple, lingering question. And it's the question that everyone asks. If there's nothing in there, or if it's just structural support, why not just open them up? Under controlled conditions, take some pictures, document it, and end all the crazy theories once and for all. But the official answer never changes. It's just too risky. From their point of view, protecting this wonder of the world for our kids and their kids, well, that's way more important than satisfying our curiosity right now. So that leaves us with this incredible paradox, doesn't it? A building that was created to be this grand public declaration of love is now partly guarded by a deep, dark mystery. The two things just exist right next to each other. And maybe that's where the story is supposed to stay. It's kind of this reminder that sometimes the most interesting truths aren't the ones on display for everyone to see. Sometimes they stay just out of reach behind closed doors. So I'll leave you with that. Are these rooms just a structural thing, sealed up for their own good? Or are they hiding a story that maybe the world isn't supposed to hear? What do you think is really going on behind the sealed doors of the Taj Mahal?